Starting with plie squats. So legs wider than shoulder width, toes pointing outwards. You want your knees to come directly over your toes, so you need to consciously think about pushing your knees out, finding an external rotation. Keep your heart lifted and make sure that you're not arching your lower back, so the lower back stays nice and flat. You're just sort of squeezing your bum and tilting your pelvis slightly under. Second exercise is walkouts. So starting from a standing position, you can keep the knees soft, bringing your hands to the floor, walking them forwards, finding a high plank, and then walk your hands back in and bring yourself up to standing. So when you reach the high plank, your wrists are below your shoulders, your belly's pulled in, pelvis slightly tucked under so you're not arching in the lower spine. Push the energy through the heels, keeping the legs nice and straight. Again, you're looking to make sure that the spine stays nice and flat so it doesn't fall down between your shoulder blades. So think about maybe even a slight rounding through the thoracic region, that upper section of your spine. Single leg glute raise. So exactly the same as the hip bridges we did before, it's just with one leg in the air. You can keep that knee soft as long as it's up in the air, don't worry too much about where it is. Really squeeze when you get to the top with that left glute. Extend the hips as much as possible, pressing down evenly through all four corners of your supporting foot. Swapping over, and again really squeezing at the top, making sure the knee of the supporting leg is coming directly over the toes. You might find you start to fatigue quite quickly with this one, but try and do 12 on each side if you can, really thinking about squeezing your bum at the top and controlling that lower down. So static squat hold, arms out in front of you, you're sending your hips back. Again, make sure there's no arch in the lower back. Make sure your knees are coming over your toes, they're not knocking in. Keep the heart lifted slightly, but make sure it doesn't provoke an arch in your lower back. Leg lowers, alternating legs, keeping your knees directly in line with your hips. Pull your navel to your spine and press your lower back into the floor. That's going to keep your core nice and strong. If you feel the lower back start to arch and lift off the ground, don't lower the heels quite so low. They don't need to come all the way to the floor, so just go halfway down if the lower back starts to lift off or if you feel like you're starting to fatigue. Bring your knees back in line with your hips, ankles in line with your knees. Remember to breathe, exhale on the lower, inhale to pull back. You can press your hands into the floor to give you a bit of support, keep your neck long. Alternating legs.